This morning, an interesting couple came into my courtroom. You know, trust is a fundamental foundation for any relationship. And the people who came to see me today blame their lack of trust on everything except the facts.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Beverly Irvin and Michael Irvin. The two of you have been together 8 years. You have been married for the last 2, but you do not want to be married anymore. Mrs. Irvin, you say you are ready to walk away from your marriage because your brain is in a non-stop cycle of mistrust. Why don't you tell me what you mean by that?
Well, when I say ongoing cycle of mistrust, my husband, he doesn't trust me.
Oh, his brain is in a non-stop cycle of mistrust.
Well, actually, his brain, but then it kind of makes my brain as well, because it's kind of like he thinks I'm cheating. Then it makes me think, well, if I'm cheating, then what are you doing? It makes me look at it like that. So he does things like, he wants me to video chat him whenever I go anywhere. He wants to look at the background. If he hears someone, he's like, who is that? And I'm like, I mean, it's a stranger.
So he wants you to show around your environment to make sure that there are no potentially...
No one within 7 feet of me. He doesn't want anyone around.
5 feet more, exactly.
Now, Mr. Irvin, do you do that? Do you make her show you her environment whenever she's not at home?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, has she ever cheated on you that you know about?
Yes, Your Honor. In the past.
Have you?
I mean, yes, but it was before we were even married, so I don't feel that it should be a problem because we both cheated on each other.
You do it
and
once,
we
you
both
do it again.
We both got...
Wouldn't the same go for you?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
But you did cheat on her too.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I mean, he never admits it, but yes, he has.
Have you ever caught him? What's your best evidence that he had, in fact, cheated on you?
Someone called my phone, actually, and told me, I mean, she asked me, were we in a relationship? And I'm like, well, how did you get my number? How else would she get my number unless she got it from his phone? I mean, I don't pass my number around to people just randomly, you know, so that could be the only way that she could have got my number.
So she called and told you she was actively involved with him?
Yes.
Mr. Irvin, your response to that?
That's not so true.
Oh, Lord.
What happened?
It was a person that stayed in the neighborhood that basically was just somebody who liked me that wanted to mess up our relationship.
The lies he tells.
That's not so true. And the lies I tell you, somebody, like I said, stayed in the neighborhood that liked me, that was just trying to mess up our relationship and just told her anything, feed her mind, tell her anything.
So to tear you two apart so she could get at you.
And exactly, that's what they did.
Did you put her in check once you found out that occurred?
Yes, I did.
No.
Okay. Is that the only time you believe he cheated on you?
That actually is the only time I believe, but let me tell you a little secret, Judge. So he's a Virgo, and you know Virgos keep secrets, so that's how I look at it. He keeps secrets, so all I know is that this man that's supposed to be my husband, he keeps secrets. So guess what? He could have did it, and he might not have done it. But in my mind, I feel that he did.
I don't keep secrets.
Oh yeah, you keep them.
You know, you're the second group of people to talk to me about zodiac stuff. And then I found out that that's like back in again. We used to do it in the 70s, you know, you meet somebody, hey baby, what's your sign?
That tells you about that person.
But here's the part I don't understand about it. You could say, okay, Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios are gonna have a great day today, your sun is rising, your moon is lowering, or whatever's going on.
Then they change up
But
on you.
I know for a fact there are going to be thousands of people that are Scorpios that die that day. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
I mean,
We would be dying in groups of people who were born in a certain month if it worked out. Can you explain that to me?
They might not die in groups, but they might just be sneaky. And all Scorpios are sneaky, like all Virgos keep secrets. So that's why I think
I'm the least sneaky person I know.
Really? You a Virgo?
I can't tell a lie. I talk too much.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, Judge, what sign are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, my God.
Honey. Oh, yeah. Y'all mean.
Something else.
You guys are
See?
mean. You guys
And it's so not me.
You guys
It's
are
so
mean.
not me. But anyway, let's get back to you.
Okay.
I'm sorry I got all off.
Okay.
What other things does he do to keep tabs on you because he's so mistrustful?
So let's say if I'm coming home from work, I have to be home in 30 minutes. If I'm in the house 30 1 minute 30, even 33, he's calling my phone. And when I say call, I'm not talking about call one time. I'm talking about he's gonna blow up my phone till it dies. Then when it dies, he's gonna call private. Then when he call private, he's gonna listen to my background. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna stand there and just listen. And I'm just like,
Now, Mr. Urban, do you do all of that?
don't lie.
Yes, Yana, I do.
Now, can I ask you a question?
I might not know 20 times, maybe 5. She put a little
20
extras on
times
it.
5.
Do you really think that if she's 3 or 4 minutes late, that she's having sex in those 3 or 4 minutes?
Anything's possible, Yana. Yeah,
Oh, my
some
God.
people
How
might be a
often
quickie.
did she cheat on you before you got married?
Once that I know of.
Just the one time.
That I know of.
Did
Oh,
you?
please.
Did you?
It was one
You
time.
must have forgiven her at some point because you eventually married
They
her.
always say you always can forgive, but you'll never forget.
Okay.
So it's
I heard that.
Is it pleasant being that frightened all the time that
No,
you
it's
have to
not.
keep chasing her around?
no, it makes your brain wonder and you get stressed.
Have you ever caught her doing anything inappropriate, slightly suspicious, somewhat,
I mean, yeah, I have
When?
my mind probably play tricks on me
When? Oh, I'm about
sometimes.
to say
The
that's your
things
own
from the
mind.
past, I be thinking about, oh, what is she doing? She ain't answering her phone. What is she doing? Why
But
don't
none of it
answer
has
our-
ever come to anything. In other words,
Oh,
she
no.
doesn't answer her phone. You haven't found any text messages, dirty pictures.
I mean, I can say I find it, but if I don't show it to her, she gonna deny it. I didn't do nothing.
Oh,
I don't show
Well, what
me the
have you
evidence.
found? You tell me. What evidence have you found that shows that she's had inappropriate
Nothing.
relationships?
Nothing.
His mind is so.
Nothing.
So
yeah.
you know you're wrong, right?
I mean, I admit to when I'm wrong.
You
Yes,
wrong,
I could
that's
take
right. Tell me wrong.
I could
You
take
wrong.
responsibility for my action, but sometimes it'd be like, hold on, I'm not wrong. What are you doing wrong? What's going on with you?
Why?
You know, that's your fear speaking and not the facts.
Yeah, but
And if you follow fear instead of the facts, you'll never get anywhere.
I was always taught if you the one always getting accused, what they doing?
Are you accusing him all the time?
I'm the one that's actually being accused, and then I'm like, okay, so what are
That's
you
not
doing?
true.
Because I'm
That's
the one
not
that's
true.
being accused, you know? I mean, I don't call his phone and blow his phone. Well, wait.
That's not true.
Wait,
You do
blow
blow
it.
his phone
she
up?
break
Just
my
a little
phone.
bit, but I don't
Why do you
call
blow
it
his
to-
phone up?
Because,
I don't even know my
he
voice
needs to answer it
message.
on the first ring just as well as he want me to answer my phone on the first ring. He needs to answer his phone on the first ring as well.
So since he's being irrational, you're going to meet that with more irrationality.
Yes,
I-
ma'am.
No one ever answers on the first ring. It's too hard to do. First of all, if you got
Not
your
to
phone
her.
in your purse, take you 5 minutes to find it.
She wants you got to be
well, he want me
Superman.
too. So I'm
Do you
just like,
understand
okay.
how hard the first ring is?
Yeah, I understand. But sometimes that's just an excuse. You can
Oh.
she on her phone 24/7. Half the time she got it to her ear.
How much sense does it make to wear clothes that look hoochie? Because that's hoochie.
I can't help it if I sneeze, my butt pop out. It's not my fault.
Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Irvin, I think you have another concern that may play into the difficulties you have trusting your wife, which is you say she dresses like a hoochie mama.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you
More
explain to
trashy
me
than
the type of
classy.
clothes she wears and why you're so concerned
And why
about
gotta
it?
be hoochie?
Oh, because man, booty shorts, booty hanging out, a lot of cleavage.
But they say if you got it, flaunt it, honey. And guess
I
what?
mean,
I
yeah,
got
but
it.
it's for my eyes and not other people's eyes.
You
Say,
got,
for
you got booty hanging out to
for
booty
example,
Well,
shorts?
it's not.
if-
Actually,
no,
what
that's not
happened?
true.
Let,
Come on,
let
don't
me tell
get the
you. Let me
line.
tell you, Judge. Okay, so I'll have. It's not my fault that I was blessed to have a butt. But listen,
I mean, it's-
I wear shorts that actually covers my bottom,
that's not
but
true.
my butt poke out. So if
Your
I
booty hang
sneeze,
out.
my butt hang out. I can't help it if I sneeze, my
I
butt
mean,
pop out. It's not my fault.
It's a
But
difference when you going somewhere and people look, but when they like,
If you
Like,
have
hold
a
on.
let me ask you
Stop.
on a very, very practical note, if you
Okay.
have a husband
Okay.
who has a consistent fear that chases him about all day long that you're cheating, doesn't it cause you more harm than good to have your bottom popping out?
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Bottom
hold on.
and-
Don't clap.
bottom
That's not
and
even
cleavage.
right. Don't clap.
Don't
I
No.
get
mean,
the
there's
cleavage.
always a cost benefit.
Actually, I wear it when I'm with him. I don't wear it without him.
Oh,
so
that's
he's
not
with
true.
When have
Cut
I,
that.
Hang
well,
on just a
first
second.
of all, I don't
That's
even
not
go
true.
nowhere. So where am I?
when you do go somewhere.
When do I go anywhere? Because you're
Let's
on my.
not have that conversation.
Okay.
I'm asking you, how much sense does
Okay.
it make to wear clothes that look hoochie? Because that's hoochie.
Yeah,
Well,
that is.
actually,
That's not even that. She go through my phone. She even sent
Mr.
my own
Irvin,
text
I'll get back
message,
to you. Will you
voice
let me
message.
get to
then
one
stick to
subject
the
at a time?
subject. Dang.
I'm
I mean, we're
trying
talking about
to school her. You won't
booty,
even
hello.
let me.
I apologize, y'all.
Okay.
Do you see what
so
I'm saying?
I do understand what you're saying, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Mr. Irvin, you said there are other difficulties which
yeah.
cause you to be concerned about her fidelity. What might they be?
I don't even know my voicemail message code. I got to ask her. She set my voicemail up for me when people call. I got my boss leave me a message. I said, baby, what's the voicemail code?
Well, once she tells you, don't you know?
She'll reset it again.
Oh, please.
Do you continue
that-
to
you don't do
reset
that?
his voicemail code?
Admit to
Well,
it, yes,
if I
she
feel
do.
that he's not doing what he's supposed to do, yes, ma'am, I surely do.
I got the
And what is that
hey,
supposed to get you?
That is supposed. I mean, it gets me all the messages I need to hear them. He can hear them after I listen to them.
After.
Now, Ms. Irvin, how many messages have you heard that cause you concern about what he's doing when he's not with you?
Nothing.
Well, to be honest, I just feel that, okay, nothing. But no, what I was gonna say is he has like a little side job where he works on people's cars and stuff, right? So we have this one girl who likes to like play with her hair and like flirt and all that, caught him hugging her. So I wanna know if this little chick is leaving him any messages.
I understand that. You've already told me that
Okay.
you listen to his messages. I'm
Right.
asking you whether you have ever seen a message that or heard a message that caused you some concern and would indicate that he's doing the wrong
No,
thing.
she hasn't.
And obviously the answer to that question is no, because you can't give it to me.
Okay, no, it is. Okay, no. You're right, Judge. But he's wrong.
What I'm wrong
But you're
about?
right.
What is he wrong about?
I'm wrong. I can't.
What is he wrong
Because
about?
nobody told him to bring that up. He all bring up old stuff. That happened
mean-
like years ago. Like, let it go. Okay, so I'm not gonna change your messages since the judge said don't
mean,
change it. But I'm
I
not gonna
still
change your
don't know my
messages.
voicemail
but
code. What's
I'll
the
give
code,
it to you
madam?
if I
All
need,
right,
but I
hang
didn't
on,
bring
hang on,
that
hang
up.
on. Now, I want to move on to
Okay.
something else. I want to
Okay.
move on to something else. You contend, Ms. Irvin, that he is a bully. Oh, no, you say
she the
she's a bully,
Man,
and she
shut up, bro.
damages your clothes.
2 of my phones, bleach my clothes. If I don't do what she say,
man.
get out right now, or your clothes going with it. And if they
That
don't
is
go,
not true.
Ms.
Bleach.
Irvin?
The lies you
she done
tell.
Ms.
cut my-
Irvin?
I done
Yes,
been put
ma'am.
out the house so many
He need to quit
times.
telling them
Clothes done
lies,
messed
though.
up. You
Ms.
done broke
Irvin, do you
2
want to sit down?
No.
Broke 2 of my phones, just threw them against the wall. I don't
need-
tell her the code to the phone to get in it, she'll
But
break
I had
it.
the phone already. See?
Ms. Irvin,
Okay.
She'll break it. She'll break it. Like, I'll buy you a new one, but that one broke. And then
did you break a couple of his phones?
I did, but can
Let
I
me
say
ask him,
something?
did you bleach his clothes?
But he didn't tell you about how he cut my purse and all my
I'm
stuff fell on the
asking
ground,
you
all my money and all that
Ms.
stuff.
Ms. Irvin, I'm
Okay.
asking you a question.
Okay.
Did you bleach his clothes?
You know that's in style now? Where they wear the bleach on the pants and
Well,
stuff?
not in
my
Okay,
style.
all right,
I'm not-
yes.
No,
yes,
I'm
I
done
did.
with you. I'm done with you. Ms. Irvin, sit down. You got on my last nerve. Down.
have a seat.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. So far, what I've got here is 2 silly people doing silly things for no particular reason at all.
Mrs.
But-
Irvin.
Mr. Irvin.
But
she looked at you more
there
than me.
is one serious concern that I did want to address.
Okay.
You, Ms. Irvin, believe that you lost or miscarried a child
Yes, ma'am.
because of the stress that you were under with Mr. Irvin. And Mr. Irvin
She
is
blames
going to
me.
be quiet while she tells this very personal and hurtful story.
that's everything ain't
And
true.
then you will respond later.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, yeah, I recently had a miscarriage, and I do think it was behind arguing and fighting every day, and it just made me emotional. I cried a lot. I still cry.
Did your doctor ever tell you what he believed was the cause of the miscarriage?
That
Sometimes
thing
you just
over there
don't know.
because of him.
That thing over there, she don't want to work millions of jobs.
Mr. Irvin? Mr. Irvin,
I do my part. And I
will
still
you,
get blamed for it.
Mr. Irvin,
It's not my fault. I'm a hustler. I have to make sure that we have.
I'm
money
about
to
ready
pay
to
the
shoot you
bills.
both.
All right.
My job. My job.
And I got just the man for it. Listen, quit chit-chatting. I want you to talk to me. I want you to answer the questions that I have for you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you arguing a great deal during the course of her pregnancy?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what kinds of things were you arguing about? Is it still that I think you're cheating, I think you're
basically
cheating?
Yes, ma'am.
When it's money issues, she go
What's with the
ballistics.
money issue? What difficulties are you having economically?
At time, not really nothing, but it's like,
Ms. Irvin, sit down.
check the check sheet.
You got on my last nerve. Down.
Have a seat.
Whatever,
Check the
don't say that
check.
to me.
Basically, when we don't, bills get paid, but if we don't have money for other little things, like she need her nails done, hair done, it's a stress. You're not working hard enough, you're not getting enough sleep, and everything is put on me. But I know when being a husband, you're supposed to take that responsibility, but sometimes I can do so much to when
And
my
it's never
body-
quite enough.
Yeah, it is. It's never enough.
It said
Now
in the
what-
Bible, a man's supposed to take care of the woman anyway.
We ain't talking to you right
All
now.
right, whatever. I'm done. I'm done.
I was about to bring you back up, but you were acting a fool. I can't decide whether to put you out or not.
Okay.
That'd be a
I'm
best.
sorry.
What?
That'd be good.
Mind
Put
your
her out.
business. Aren't you over there and I'm
Out.
over here?
Get out. Whatever your wife was going to ask me for in these proceedings, I'm not even going to entertain because she was unable to give this tribunal the respect it deserves, so I would hear whatever concerns or needs she had, so I'm simply going to talk to you. I think you're both a little silly and a little off the mark, and I want to tell you a few things that might help you even as you move on from this awfully annoying relationship. In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experience on our Twitter page at Divorce Court and on our Facebook page. See how fans deal with their own relationships. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. Mr. Irvin, I'm going to spend the rest of my time helping you out, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. When you have a thought process that's in a washing machine going around and around and around that is impervious to facts, you're stuck in a place of pain, not to mention what you're doing to whatever woman you end up with. And if you've got a fear modality, if you've got issues about trust, that's something that you have to deal with before you get another woman. So you have to decide one thing. You go ahead and trust, because look at it this way. If she does cheat on you, it won't cost you any money, you won't die, you'll still be able to walk, talk, and move on. So it's not a life-threatening event. It's something that you can allow. And you can't live happily if you're in a constant
Stress
state
kills.
of consternation about something that might happen that you have no evidence is going to happen, and it feeds on itself. It gets worse and worse and worse. So every time you start thinking, when you get a new woman, is she cheating? Is she cheating? Stop. Tell yourself, that's a fear move. I'm man enough to handle whatever may happen, and you keep it moving. And then, if you do see something that's up, I mean, it's got to be real, Mr. Irvin. You know what I mean? You've got to know that you have, write it down on a piece of paper and look at it later. It says, she was 3 minutes late. And at the end of the week, you're gonna write down all the things that made you fearful, and you should feel mighty silly when it's done.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
and you're gonna,
sometimes I do.
and then next to it, you write all the time you spent worrying about the fact that she was 3 minutes late, and you'll see that instead of growing and progressing and living and being happy, you're living in a state of unwarranted and unfettered fear that will kill you.
Yeah, stress.
You understand that?
You're absolutely right about that.
So as you move on, get some help up here before you do this again. This matter is adjourned. If you don't trust your spouse, your marriage ends up being nothing more than an ongoing investigation, and that's no way to live. Call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222